Hi everyone, I'm Matthew Hurley at Jim Hurley's Network, and today we're going to be talking about halftime adjustments. Now, it's a fact that the best football coaches are those that make the smartest halftime adjustments. They learn from their mistakes in the first two quarters. They find new holes they can exploit in the opposing defense, and then they go ahead and they crush in the second half after making those changes. Now, we've reached the midpoint of the 2011 season for college football teams, and we're really getting close to the point for the NFL too. So many teams are making halftime adjustments in terms of their full season. Now, we've already seen 3 college coaches get fired, and several more heads are on the chopping block. New reports come in every single day about college teams changing their quarterbacks. Auburn will have a new starting quarterback this week against LSU. Maryland's going to have a new starter when they face Florida State. In the NFL, well, that's all anybody's been talking about this week. Tim Tebow. He's going to get the start in Denver at Miami. Carson Palmer's expected to start Sunday for the rivalry versus Kansas City. And Christian Ponder will start for Minnesota at home against Green Bay. And John Beck, as we all know, has replaced Rex Grossman at Washington. Now, college and NFL teams are making their halftime adjustments, so as handicappers, you need to adjust right along with them. You have to be very careful trusting stats with teams who are making changes. A new coach or player is likely to have a very big impact from the get-go. Production is going to change. It's going to change for the better, it's going to change for the worse. So don't even bother with team trends or angles. Tim Tebow is a very unique quarterback. There aren't any trends that are going to tell you what might happen when he's starting a game. Now, here are some of the adjustments you have to make when facing these kinds of challenges. First of all, you got to focus on skill sets rather than numbers or trends. What are the strengths of the new college head coach? What are his weaknesses? What can the new quarterback do that his predecessor couldn't do? How does his skill set match up against this week's opposing defense? Secondly, focus on motivation, because this is usually the biggest wild card in determining how a season will go after a change has been made. Now, are college players glad the former head coach is gone? Is the new guy an assistant that they love? Or is he an old school guy, a hardliner that they just loathe? Were NFL veterans loyal to the player that just got benched? Or are they glad a change has been made? And most importantly, which of the newcomers is capable of lighting a fire under his team and getting them moving in the right direction? Now, finally, focus on the mindset of the opponent. Do they have the kind of defense that chews up inexperienced quarterbacks? Or is it the kind of team that loses its edge when they think they have a game that they can win easily? You know, it's amazing how many flat teams you see from big favorites when they're not afraid of the other team's quarterback. Now, here at Jim Hurley's Network, we've been studying this week's card very closely, as we do every week's card, and we've put together an action-packed slate that's going to take full advantage of all the edges we've spoken about. This is not a week to find one game and load up like we did last week with our golden game of the year, which was a winner on Bowling Green. This week is for action and action only. Saturday, we have a college blockbuster of the week and a TV triple crown. Now, our college games of the week started off 6-1 this season, and we found another game worthy to break the line this week. All available for just $50 here at the website. Now, I know a lot of our clients love to watch their money in action, and with our TV Triple Crown series at 11-5, they've had plenty of opportunity to watch their money in action and see it win. But the best trio of the year goes Saturday. We're looking at adjustment games we've discussed earlier, plus Wisconsin, Michigan State, you got USC, Notre Dame, Washington, Stanford, and several other great ESPN network matchups to pin down for our best options. Now, Sunday, we come back strong with our annual NFL Triple Crown that gives you multiple ways to win with teams, sides, parlays, and teasers. At least one of the quarterback changes we discussed earlier is very likely to be in the mix we're using. We're also looking at games like San Diego and the New York Jets, Houston and Tennessee, and of course, Sunday night Super Bowl rematch with Indianapolis at New Orleans. Now, Sunday's NFL Triple Crown is also just $50. But if you sign up in advance for the full action-packed weekend right now, you're going to get the Triple Crown on Sunday, you're going to get the big college game on Saturday, and you're going to get all that for $75. Now, that's a savings of 25%. So if you've been losing on your own, you definitely need to make those mid-season adjustments. And even if you've been winning, you know, what has been working for you lately probably won't work for you this week and definitely not beyond. Like Bob Dylan said, the times, they are a-changin'. But one thing that never changes is Jim Hurley's network getting you the money.